A very warm good afternoon to all of you. Dear students, I welcome you all in digital class of biology. Dear students, as we all know that we are studying chapter Why Do We Fall Ill? So I would like to proceed with the same, but before that I would like to motivate you all with the beautiful sayings of Lord Krishna. डियर स्टूडेंट, कृष्णा जी अर्जुन से कहते हैं कि हे पार्थ, जन्म लेने वाले प्राणी की मृत्यु उतनी ही निश्चित है जितना हर मृत व्यक्ति का जन्म निश्चित है। इसलिए हे कौन्ते, जो निश्चित है उस पर शोक मत कर। So dear student, I hope so that you have understood that what is given here, that you need not to feel bad for anyone. Okay, you just need to work for your present, okay, in your present, so that your future can be bright. Okay, I hope so that you have understood the deep meaning behind this beautiful thought. So with this, I would like to start with my today's topic. Student, this is the name of the chapter, that why do we fall ill? We fall ill because we don't take balanced diet, we don't do exercise, we don't share our talks with the family and our friends, we don't take sufficient sleep, and we take a lot of stress regarding our work. Okay, so we need to avoid all these things, student, then only we will be healthy person. Students, so far we have studied about different type of diseases: infectious, non-infectious, communicable, okay, non-communicable, then its means of spread of the disease. I hope so that you have got a clear-cut idea about all these things. Okay, today I would like to start with organ-specific and tissue-specific manifestation. So student, what is this? Okay, any microbe which enter into your body, okay, they do not enter anywhere. Okay, they have their certain organ, they have certain tissue where they will reside, and they will affect that particular organ or tissue. Okay, for example, student, see here, a microbe which enter through the nose, okay, they are likely to go into the lungs because there is direct pathway for that. Okay, and thus the bacteria, they will cause tuberculosis of lungs. Second, when microbes which enter through the mouth are likely to stay in the gut, okay, they will cause typhoid, okay, or liver, or if they enter into the liver, they will cause jaundice. Okay, and if I talk about virus, okay, it causes AIDS. Okay, we know that, and it will enter through the sexual organ during sexual contact, and it will spread through the lymph to all parts of the body, and thus it will damage our immune system. So here I can say that particular microbes have their particular organ or particular tissue to which they infect. Okay, and next, student, viruses which cause Japanese encephalitis, okay, that is also known as brain fever, it enter into our body through mosquito bite and goes and infect our brain. Okay, so we need to keep our environment hygiene, okay, so that we should not attacked by any mosquito, okay, any viruses, any microbes. I hope so that you have understood about the organ specific and tissue manifestation. Next, student, what are the principle of treatment, how we can treat these infectious diseases? Okay, this we can treat by two steps. Okay, first by reducing the effect of the diseases, and second by killing the microbes which cause these diseases. So how we can reduce the effect of the disease? This can be done by simply taking the medicine to bring down the effect of the diseases, like I can say fever, pain, or loose motion, and by taking bed rest to conserve our energy. Okay, in this way we can reduce the effect of the disease. Student, bed rest is very important. Okay, when you are attacked by any microbe, okay, and your body want to take rest, and in that case also, if we keep on doing work, then it will affect our body, okay, to a greater extent. Second, student, we need to kill the microbes, as you can see in this picture. Okay, how dangerous they are looking. Okay, so student, this can be done by taking suitable antibiotics we can take, or drugs. Okay, drugs means medicine, okay, which kill the microbes, and the disease is cured. Okay, next, student, principle of prevention. Okay, how we can prevent the infectious diseases? It can be prevented by two ways, that is general ways and specific ways. What are general ways of prevention? Student, first is, okay, public hygiene is most important for prevention of infectious disease. Second is, proper and sufficient food for everyone will make people healthy to resist infection. Third, airborne disease, okay, can be prevented by living in conditions that are not at all crowded. Next, waterborne diseases, they can be prevented by providing safe drinking water. And vector-borne diseases, okay, which are spread with the help of vectors such as mosquito, house flies, they can be prevented by providing clean environment, okay. Now, what are specific ways of prevention of such infectious diseases? Okay, students, specific ways by taking immunization, okay, and this can be achieved by taking vaccinations, okay, vaccines. Okay, now what are these vaccines? Student, vaccines provide immunity from infectious diseases like tetanus, diphtheria, whooping cough, measles and polio. Okay, our body has an immune system, we all know this thing, which fight microbial infection. When this system first sees an infectious microbe, it kills the microbe and remember it. So if the microbe enter the body the next time, it's respond more vigorously. Vaccine may make the infectious microbe and strengthen our immune system and protect the body from infectious diseases. Okay, understood? So dear student, with this I have finished my today's lecture, and with this the chapter why do we fall ill is also finished. Okay, it was very simple chapter. I hope so that you have got each and everything, but if still there is any query, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead.